Hello quilt artisans, my name is Shonda and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. So I'm here today with an unboxing. I just got my Quilts on Tour subscription. This is a quarterly subscription box. I forgot what the price is. But all of that information will be down in the description box. I believe that for me, every quarter that comes up to be $44 and some change, almost $45. But again, this is quarterly. This is done by Alicia over at Quilts on Tour. I will put a link to her her YouTube in the description. Forgive me, guys. I am so flustered. I haven't been up here very much. The only content I've been doing is my unboxings. I've not been sewing at all. Everything in my life right now is consumed with this party. So I have work and preparing the house and preparing the yard and preparing the deck for this party. And that is all I've been doing. I haven't done any of my workouts this week. I skipped Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because I'm just too busy to give those 3 hours. Because to go to my class, take the class, get home, all of that takes about 3 hours, and I just don't have 3 hours to spare. I don't think I've sewn a single stitch in over a week. So I'm kind of in quilt withdrawal. I haven't even really been buying fabric. Like I don't have time for anything. So gonna do this unboxing. And once everything settles down, our party is on July 2nd. And once that is over, things should settle down back to normal shortly after that. But for now, I am just slammed every day. So I did go ahead and take the tape off to make things easier for me so I'm not struggling. So I've taken the tape off, and this is our box. And we open it, and we have this. And so I'm going to go ahead and open this to see what we got. So this subscription is project-based. So let's see what we have. So she says, it's peach season here in Georgia, and I wish I could send each of you a fresh, juicy peach, but sadly they wouldn't last the trip, and so I found these yummy, chewy peach slices for you to enjoy. I hope you enjoy the contents of this box. I had a peach of a time putting it together for you. That's super sweet. Where's my candy? So here's my candy. I haven't even gotten my nails done. I need to fill in so badly, but no. I don't have time. Not only do I not have time, I'm doing too much. So I feel like I'm going to ruin my manicure. So these are little peach slices. This is a little treat. So let me look here. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we'll start small. We have this little sewing machine here. This is actually a USB drive. This is adorable. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm guessing it's here. So this is your thumb drive, which I promptly dropped as I drop everything. So this is our thumb drive. So you can save all your patterns on here. So I could pop this. Look, I have a ton of patterns stored on my computer. This is 4 gigabytes. So I can take everything from my PC and put it on here and not take up space on my laptop. Or if you are one of those people that have a computerized sewing machine or embroidery machine in which you can upload files, you can do this in style. I swear, y'all. But this is adorable. This is absolutely adorable. So you can use it as decoration, and then when you need to download some files, you can do that as well. I've not seen this. I don't know where she came up with this. I don't know where she found this, but this is adorable. Oh, okay. And of course we have some thread, and this thread does match our fabric this month. This is Gutermann thread. I don't have a lot of experience with this. I haven't used this that much, but I've heard it's great quality thread. We have some scissor snips. These are my favorite snips. I have some like this. that I had picked up. They're my favorites. They're my favorites. They're not even near me right now because I keep them over at my sewing machine. So I don't even have them over here. I use them exclusively over there, and I try not to bring them around. But I love these. So these are definitely going to go in the drawer. Definitely going to be using these. These are my favorites. These are my favorite types of snips. I have other ones similar. Like I have this one. It's kind of ergonomic, but this is harder to press. So I actually don't like it as much when I'm at my machine, which is why it's over here, because I don't use it when I'm at my machine. When I'm at my machine, I like something that just is it takes a little less pressure to close. And to me, this just takes, you have to press a little harder than for these. And so these are just my preference. And these are pretty much what I use exclusively when I'm sewing. And we have some buttons. And these buttons are for a project. So let's see. So this is to be used with, so we have a regular pattern and we have a bonus pattern. So let me go with the bonus pattern. Oh no, let me go with the regular pattern. So here's our fabric. Look at this. What line is this? Let's see. Belle Epoque by Maywood Studios. So I actually have heard of this line. I don't have this specific line, but this is pretty. I'm going to show you guys the fabrics. We have 10 fat quarters. And in case you don't know, the going rate for a fat quarter these days is like $4. So that's $48 just for the fabric. What does she have? So I guess because this line is a little bit older, it didn't come out this year. So it's a little bit less. So she has the value of this at $26.99, which I think is fair. So here are our fabrics. It's 4th of July friendly without being 4th of July, which I actually really like. So we have some red, white, and blue in here, but it does not scream 4th of July. So I could use this for a 4th of July table runner and be festive, but not be over the top 4th of July. So I like this bundle. And I love the fact that I don't already own it, because that's the thing. Like a lot of times I'll get a bundle that I like, but I already have it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just use it. Either I give it away or I piece it into the back. I make a backing out of it. So we have this one. And then this is our last one. So this is a really pretty line. So this is, again, Belle Epoque by Maywood Studio. We have 10 fat quarters. And we've got just a lot of florals. And then we have, of course, some places that, we can kind of rest our eye. They're not super florally. And then we have this like super neutral right here. So very well balanced. So she chose a well-rounded selection. Here, because I would venture to say that the full line has more than 10 fat quarters in it. So I think she did a really good job of mixing and matching the colors so that we have really good balance of color, we have really good balance of scale, and we have really good balance of value. So really good job, Alicia. And to go with that, we have this pattern, Lella Boutique. This pattern is called Holland. I don't own this pattern, so that's always nice. I love when I get things that I don't already have. FYI, this is not wine. This is low-carb fruit punch. Not that I am against day drinking. It's just not what I opt to do today. So this is super cute. So this takes 10 fat quarters, which we have. It takes 10 fat quarters, 4 3/4 yards of background, and then we need some assorted cuts for, let's see, what are they for? Oh, these are substitutions, never mind. So we need 4 assorted half-yard cuts, I'm assuming those are for the stems. So you can get four assorted half yards of green for the stems. I'm sure I have that over there from one of my goodies color clubs. So I should be good on the green. And then you need your binding. And then Layla indicates in the pattern back here that there are some substitutions that you can make for some of the fabrics. So there's a scrappy version, and then there's a simplified version that uses less prints. I'd probably do the scrappy one, to be honest. But this is adorable. I think the only tulip pattern that I have is the one that Jenny did a tutorial on. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's called Totally Tulips, but there's one that Missouri Star has that features tulips. That's the only tulip pattern that I have. So this is going to definitely be a nice add-in to the collection. And then lastly, we have a bonus pattern. So it's how to make a fabric checkerboard. So I don't want to give away any pattern. But you basically just need 2 contrasting fat quarters to make your checkerboard, 2 border strips, which you can cut from a fat quarter, another 2 border strips that you can cut from a fat quarter. I'm sure you could cut all of them from the same fat quarter. And then you need some binding. And then your backing is 24 by 24. And then you got buttons, and the buttons are for your checkerboard. Let's see what we do with these buttons. I'm trying to think if the buttons are our pieces or if we're supposed to sew them on. Oh, yep. See, these are our checker pieces. So that's super cool. I haven't seen this before. So it basically doesn't use very much fabric. So you can basically take 2 fat quarters and make this entire project. This would be great if you've got kids, grandkids, stuff like that. I probably wouldn't make a checkerboard because I don't have anybody that would be able to use it. Yeah, I don't think I have anyone. But if you've got kids or grandkids, if you take your kids in the car, this is great because you don't have to worry about them. It's collapsible. Like you can fold it, since it's all fabric, you could fold it into a small space and kind of take it with you on the go, as long as your kids are old enough, right? So probably 4 and over to make sure they don't swallow the buttons. But if you got a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, I'm imagining that would be kind of cool to take on a trip. Let the kids play with each other in the back, or, you know, when you're at the hotel, if you need games and you don't want to have to bring these big old board games, it's kind of cool to be able to bring a checkerboard that you could theoretically, it's 24 by 24, but by it being fabric, you could probably fold it up to where it's like 6 by 6 and take it on the go and fit it in a Ziploc sandwich bag and throw this in there, and you've got a built-in game that doesn't take up any space. So I think that's pretty cool. Thanks, Alicia. All right, so let's recap what we got. We got the candy, which I'm probably going to eat today, if I had to guess. Probably going to eat today. Because I'm going to be outside, I'm going to be sweating, I'm going to be hot, and when I come back in, I'm going to want to reward myself, and I'll probably eat a couple of these. I won't eat them all 4 in one sitting because my teeth. All right, so then we have some cool little snips, which I love. These are also kind of the ones that Donna Jordan uses. I don't know if hers are a specific name brand, but if you ever watch Donna Jordan sew at her machine, she uses an older industrial sewing machine that does not have an automatic cutter, and she has little snips just like this that she sits right there and she cuts her threads. And that's the sound it makes every time she uses it. It's so gratifying to hear that. Is that weird? Is it weird that when I watch her, like hearing the sound of the rotary cutter do that, so gratifying, and then hearing her snip, And then when she puts the scissors back down on the, I don't know, something about those sounds. And I'm not normally like that, but something about those sounds. Then we have this Gutermann thread, which matches our Belle Epoque fabric by Maywood Studios. Really good color match there. There's 10 fat quarters here that have a range of different colors, values, and scales. So really like that. We have a pattern by Lella Boutique called Holland. I mean, not for nothing, she made this with garden variety. I'm pretty sure I have that bundle. So theoretically, I could make this exact quilt. We have a little USB drive, thumb drive, in the shape of a sewing machine, which is super cute. I'm going to try not to drop it this time. I'm probably going to set mine on my sewing machine as decoration. And then if I need to transfer files from my laptop, I'll go ahead and put them on here, and then I'll always have it. I don't have to worry about it being randomly throughout the house because it's part of my sewing room. And we have our bonus project for a fabric checkerboard, which only uses 2 fat quarters. You can use 2 fat quarters to make the entire project. That finishes at it looks like it's like 20 by 20 or something like that. The backing fabric is 24 by 24, so that's probably overhang around all sides. So it's probably like 20 by 20. And then we have these cute little buttons that you can use for your pieces. Now, I would say if you are going to make this fabric checkerboard, you want to make sure that you use a nice flat batting. Okay, so you would not want to use that puffy polyester that you can get at Walmart or Joann's. There's nothing wrong with that. I use that sometimes, depending on the project, if I want that puffy look. But I would recommend just an 80-20 cotton batting, nice and flat, nice and thin. So because anything puffy, you're going to have trouble getting your pieces on there. Trying to think. Do I have any other? I'm sure, but I can't think of anything else. So yeah, that's everything that's in our box this month. I'm pleased with the box this month, or this quarter, excuse me. This is quarterly. I'm pleased with this. Super cool, because I remember the very first box we got was poppy cotton, and it was adorable. But I loved that fabric, and I already had that bundle. Did I mind getting more? Absolutely not. But it is kind of fun to get something that I don't already have and that I did not buy for myself. So that's kind of the point of these subscriptions for me, is to get things that I would not normally buy myself, or things that I wanted but just didn't buy because I had to choose between that and something else, and I chose something else. So really happy to have this. So again, really happy with the subscription this month. Alicia always does a great job. As I always say, I don't have that many subscriptions. I don't have 10 subscriptions come into my house. On a monthly basis, there are 3, and they're all different. And on a quarterly basis, I have this one. And those are the only 4 subscriptions that I have. That's it. That's it. Because they are useful to me, and they give me joy. So if you like this, if it gives you joy, definitely check out Alicia's channel. Check out her website. Sign up to Quilts on Tour if you think it might be something that you want. I love the fact that it's quarterly, because to have a 5th monthly subscription would have been a lot. So I think the first thing that I like about this subscription box is the box itself. The second thing that I love about this subscription is that it's only a quarterly commitment, and I love that. So that is it for me, and I will see you guys next video.